Bendemeer. Welcome to Bendemeer camping area. That's where our truck is. It's only 24 hours. Little town of Bendemeer, and little servo, little shop, and a caravan park. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Tamworth roadside rest area only. So hope the wind isn't blowing me away, guys. So on this little road here, it goes for about 500 odd meters, maybe 600, to get down to the rest area. It's gravel, but you can drive it at anything. And only 50 meters in here is your little payment box, where your donations are $5. Here you go. Welcome to Bendemeer camping area. Campers conditions of entry $5 per camping vehicle, pay here at the honesty box. No powered camping sites available. Please dispose of all rubbish thoughtfully, 24 hours only. There is your payment box. Don't do what I did, drive straight past it and all the way down there, because then you gotta, if you're not disconnected, you gotta walk back so that you can pay. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I'll show you more of the place we've come to see. Right, the payment process was pretty simple. You grab an envelope, they're all pre-numbered and hanging up. They've got your valid parking permit inside it, and it matches the number on the envelope. Put your $5 in, put it in the money slot, and you're done. And then take your permit with you. G'day everybody, I'm Steve from Mud Ducks Touring Australia. Welcome to Mud Ducks Campgrounds. On this channel, we show you the campgrounds, what they look like, what the facilities are, and all that kind of good stuff, so that you can have a look for yourself and work out what you'd like and if the campground suits you. So as previously stated, we're in the Bendemeer rest area. So that is exactly what it says. It's a rest area. Anyway, it's got a fairly long walk down the driveway here. I'll give you a look at that because you don't want to look at me after all. So, as I said earlier, it's a gravel driveway that goes for 500 or 600 meters. So it's quite long. It passes a little rodeo ground, showground thing, but it's not really a showground, it's more a stockyard where they have rodeos, that kind of stuff. So horse float area, all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, it's still a roadside rest area, so if you're not camping, like that gentleman just drove past me isn't, he drove down there to make his lunch. So there's no reason you can't do that. But if you're going to camp there, pay the $5. And I guess that helps the council or the horse club or whoever it is. Now what I won't do is I won't walk you all this way down the driveway to show you nothing. So I'll start the camera back up when I get there. Other than I can tell you that obviously anything can get in here. Our whole setup with the Ram and the van is 15 metres long and we had no trouble. So motorhomes, caravans, tents, yeah, all the usual stuff. Now it is close to the highway, guys, as you can probably hear by the truck going past. Highways and noise from them have never bothered me, so if noise is something that you're not into, or highway noise, I'd suggest a different campground. Anyway, I'll stop gibbering and I will show you more when we get back down to the part you actually need to see. If you think I was kidding about the length of this road that I've walked up and this hill, look off in the distance. You go down past that yet. I walked up here because I'm a fat man and I can use the exercise. You can see off to the right there is where they hold the radios and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to take me a few more minutes to get back down to where I've got to be. I'll see you then. Now, just for a bit of clarity, that area I think is set for car park. It says no floats or horses. So obviously when the rodeo's on, they need somewhere to park the cars. So that's in there. So it's not part of the campground. Well, some of it looks like it may be a good spot, but anyway, it's not, so don't do that. Now, we're approaching the signs now. It's here at the roadside rest area only. So we're in. Now once again, to the right there, another sign telling you that's a car park, no horses or floats. So I'm fairly confident that you can park up there for camping. I can't see why you couldn't, but I think the more common area is down where we are. So we'll show you that too. Now we've chosen to camp literally straight at the end of the entry road, and just behind us down the hill is a little river. I will take you for a walk around the rest of the campground in just a moment, but I have a funny feeling that Karen wants to see me before I do that. So what will be seconds for you could be a little while for me. Anyway, I'll see you soon. This is our camp anyway. I'll show you this one. This is right on the end. That's where our truck is, the whole setup. We've managed to stay connected, so that's pretty cool. And that's where we've chosen to set up our chairs in the shade, and that's your little river, but I'll show you more of that in just a minute. Okay guys, false alarm, Karen doesn't need me yet. She needs me in about 10 minutes, so we'll go to the left of where we're camped and we'll walk you back. So there's some bins for the obvious, for your rubbish. Now if they're full, guys, take your rubbish with you. There's obviously a camp here. Well, I won't go into that one and show you what's in there and disturb the person who's camped there. But all up here on the left is a continuation of a big open paddock that I showed you near the sign. So you can camp pretty well anywhere in there. Plenty of room. Now, with that said, give it some thought if it's been raining, but anyway, take that as you will. You can connect to water here. You can't get power, but you can get water. There's a few of these taps in different spots. And that's what makes me think there's no reason you can't camp on that section. I used it as a turnaround when I came in for a look. And my main guess is, judging by how little this roadway is used just in front of us here, that you just walk down there to go to the river. Now, on this side is sort of riverfront camping. It is a little bit down at the present, but there's nothing to stop you parking anywhere here and setting up. So that's pretty cool. Now, I've already shown you past this camp here, so when I get past mine, I'll show you some more. Right, so what I've done is I've snuck down behind our van. I'm walking a little bit down the hill. Now, I've gone past a little fire pit here, but and there's some fire scars. It's another tap, so if we'd parked further over, we could have hooked up to that, but we didn't. We carry 400 litres of water, so we're okay, we've got plenty. It's a very old fireplace and barbecue here. And some nice shady trees. Now, with that in mind, up the top here is probably better for vans and trailers and things, because it's more level. But down there, we've got a camper trailer, or you want to go on a tent, or something like that, and that'd be fine. Now I'm going to walk down here so we get closer to the river. Now, recently I did another campground clip and I forgot to tell you what you can do in the area. And in this area, I'm not 100% sure what you can do either. As I said, it's a roadside camp. It's only 24 hours, so it's probably just good for an overnighter. But you can come down here by this river. Now, there was mention on wiki camps that you might be able to see a platypus, so we're going to try that when we come down at around just before sunset and have a look. It's a pretty little river, so like all rivers, it's nice to look at, isn't it? So that's the view you get down here in the shade. And to give you some perspective, this is where you'd be camped. Otherwise, it is quite hilly. But you could do it, no doubt. So on the walk back up, I'll show you the rest. Now, as you can see, there's a off-road truck, touring style vehicle with the live-in back on it, parked there on the flat. So that's a second or another spot that you could set up. And now I'm up here back on the hill. Just in front of me here, you do that again and fill up this spot up to where this lantana is growing. And it's also a good way for you to know don't go down there, because that would be bad. And then again, you can set up here. Now beyond this, where the signs are, we're back to that stadium arena thing. And the signs do say no overnight stays beyond this point. So about here is pretty well the end of it. Now, there's probably no reason you can't drive up in there to turn around, but I'm not going to walk down there. This is the perspective we get from this end of it here. Now, There is toilet facilities. They are flushing, so got to be happy with that. So it's not a bad little spot. Honestly didn't notice if there were showers, but at least there's toilets. So that's pretty good in itself. Apologies if this wind is right up there, guys. It's pretty blowy. Filming this on the 2nd of March 2025, and just happens to be windy conditions at the moment everywhere. So your amenities block, I don't believe has showers. I think that's your, yeah, that's just your entry to your toilet. Nothing around the back. So I'm going with no showers. If you ever come here and there is one, throw it in the comments, guys, so everybody else will know. But yeah, I haven't seen one. So I'm going to head back to the truck and the van. I'm going to have some lunch, and that will do me. Now, I'll film the outro section in a second, but right now, if I turn you towards me, you'll be facing the sun, and that'll be no good. So, I'll do it here. Hopefully I'm not too dark. Might be a little bit dark there. Anyway, guys, that is the Bendemeer roadside rest area and campground. It's not huge, but it's big enough. You got a pretty good chance of being able to camp here in pretty well anything, I think. Just going to sit at this picnic table and hopefully not too dark. I think I'm okay, guys. So thanks again. Thanks to the old hands for watching, as always. Thanks to anybody who's new here for taking the time out of your day to have a look. If you'd like to help the channel out, put a like on the channel, on this video, it helps. Consider subscribing if you're not already. If you want to help the channel out more than that, perhaps go to the webpage, grab a little bit of merch, mudduckstouringaustralia.com. Or if you're really keen, you really like what we do, you might want to support the channel by becoming a channel member, which you can't do on your mobile device, guys. It's a laptop or computer thing, but you can join clicking below. That will join you up as a member on the main channel, where these campground videos will appear as soon as I've uploaded them. But if you don't want to be a channel member, that's fine. The main channel is also good to subscribe to, so have a look over there for the travel and reviews and all that stuff. But the campgrounds will come out on here every 2 weeks anyway, for free. But if you want early access, go over to Mud Ducks Touring Australia channel and you'll see them as soon as they're uploaded. Okay, guys, that'll do me. All the best from Steve and Kaz at Mud Ducks Touring Australia. We'll see you on the next one, and you've been watching Mud Ducks Campgrounds.